Hi, Libra. Okay, it's like 3 in the morning. It's not like 3 in the morning. It is 3 in the morning. I just woke up from a dream, and you were in it. This happened to Cancer a long time ago, but that was more of a nightmare, and it was like 6 years, 7, 8 years ago. This was a happy dream, but really tripped out. And anyway, I guess we're gonna have some ASMR, is that what they call it? I realized Bob Ross was I think the inventor of that. Of course, humble Scorpio. Anyway, so I'm gonna bring the camera down so I can be a little closer to the microphone because I don't want to yell because people are sleeping and it's early. But yeah, good morning. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Do you keep a dream journal? It's from yesterday. Okay. You want to see the cards? Hold on. Oh, I gotta do this. It's crooked. What's that? No. Guess we can turn it up a little bit. Can I bring this down? Hold on. Just a minute, Libra. I don't even know where the microphone is. Where is the microphone? And it's crooked. Super crooked. Why is that so crooked? Okay. Where's the microphone? Over here, I suppose. So what do we have going on here? So we have divine masculine and the cloud. Maybe there's someone who's passed over, or some kind of male. Some kind of male is trying to give you a message, right? Through the air realm. This is something about this southwest. Okay. We're taking it easy. Like, I'm not in a super... Yeah, it's 3 in the morning here. We're kind of chilling. So... Let me see if I can even read upside down right now like this. No, I guess you're just supposed to listen. I'm not gonna like overcompensate right now to try to make it easier exactly for someone else. Let's actually use this Sun Moon Tarot. This is pretty dreamy. Oh, there's the King of Swords. There you are. There you are. Okay. So something isn't empty. It's open. Okay? The kitchen, the living room, the bedroom. Kitchen, living room, office, bedroom. Those rooms are significant, and in that order. There's something about the flow between these different these different rooms, flow between these different rooms. Just a minute, Libra. Okay, we have the King of Cups. Seven of Cups. Lots of water. Knight of Coins. I see the sun rising. Okay, so someone's learning to meditate, or someone's learning to levitate. Okay, so someone learned something. Now they can take that with them. Like, they can take something with them to the next stage, but I feel like it's in a different form. There's another 7. Now we have the 7 of Earth. 77. The Emperor. Powerful. So you have some really strong characters over here. There's some really strong characters here. Okay. Queen of Coins. Wow, look at all these people, Libra. What's on the bottom? 6 of Swords. So 77. Double 7. It's a 14, right? So let's take this in a few different ways. I see something about right now. I see something about the next season. And this next year. Okay, so you're in the right position. I'm seeing a cuckoo bird, or that's what I want to call it. Maybe someone feels crazy about, like, that's not quite the right word, but like, right, you feel a little cuckoo. Justice, the Chariot. Wow. No, the decisions, I see the decisions are sound, okay? But you have to look around whilst you're in this position that you're in. Wherever you're at, just stay put, stay grounded, stay grounded, right? Make sure you're looking around, because what you look around at, you'll see something. Now, depending on what you look at, I feel like that's going to give you an indication, like, okay, this looks at that. This reminds me of that. And even when this piece of the puzzle is like, okay, yes, this is where I'm supposed to be. Yes, this is what I'm meant to turn towards. Okay, I see that now is looking over to this other point. That's going to give you an indication, but it's not exactly the answer to it. You have to figure that out. It's more of the puzzle there. So how many steps did we do that were clear? Or how many steps have been done that are clear? I guess technically we could take it as, or the way we're seeing it here is 1. Let's take the initial action to even be here and now as the right thing to do, right? So that's number 1. Then we decided to look around from that point of position. Number 2, we understand that then looks at this other point, number 3. But the third thing still needs some cleaning up, or the third thing, there's a little bit of a puzzle. Maybe this is something between now and your opposite birthday, now in April, maybe. I actually see Pisces. We have Pisces, Aquarius. Okay. That isn't what I meant to say, but Pisces, Aquarius. Then I see March, April, May for you. Okay, give me a second. Someone here is completely in control. Or they always want to be in control. They actually do handle that most of the time. If we take this month, I suppose, if we're going to try to keep it in these smaller points, I suppose a person has this time frame under control. There are a little bit of a test. There is a little bit of a test here, right? But we have more earth than anything, so we're talking about a grounded energy, right? But there is some kind of decision to be made. Right, for instance, I could have stayed in bed after I had that dream about you, right? After I had this, like, vision, and conscious awareness of it, right? Went from the subconscious to the conscious. A decision was made. It's not being driven by these fearful forces. It's like, well, this feels right to me. It doesn't hurt anybody. And it's kind of, well, I see it's not impulsive, right? What's being chosen here. And it's not worrying about what anyone thinks about it, like if it's different than what it usually is, or, 'cause it's just an expression of you, right? It's just an expression of a person. I think over the next, okay, what is it? I just heard someone say, revel, something about revel, like revel in the delight of being alive at this time. Something about revere. Oh, and then I see the word elevation again. Someone has something of great importance also. But one thing has to be put down, I believe, or like a choice to be made, right? I don't feel like this should be made, or will, well, I don't feel there's a suggestion to not make it out of emotional vicissitude. I don't know what that word means. But because you have King of Cups and Seven of Cups, I don't feel like a person would make an inappropriate emotional decision. They would know, like, okay, that's when I feel like this. I usually do that. Let me try to not do the same thing. And maybe that's a part of it where it's like, okay, wait, becoming more conscious of something can sometimes make a person feel more empty, even though all it is more open. Don't be afraid to not make the right choice, okay? Or that for some reason you haven't made the right choices. I feel like where you're at in this position, especially with all these powerful characters within you and around you, these powerful properties and expressions and people, again, well, I guess a lot of these, how do I see this? Well, the queen is the one that's looking in towards the center. The masculine energy is very present and also looking forward. The Queen of Coins is looking within. Something about 7 weeks from now, or 7 moons from now. Until we get into Pisces time, I feel like until we arrive in Pisces time, in Pisces land, take your time and always leave one hand open, okay? Try to be really conscious when both hands are full of something, right? You wanna have more. You wanna have a free hand, right? She's actually the only one that has that going on in this situation. So there's also, I don't know if this is probably what you've done. I also feel like it will be what you're doing in a more farther future sense, but there's two major decisions. There's two major decisions is this enough? Are you enough? Here's the justice again. You know what's solid, okay? Yes, you do. 8 of coins. So whatever this uncertainty is, I feel like this month, remember this time frame, whenever you find this, you are super solid. This is a person that has high emotional awareness, right? They're very steady and methodical and conscientious in this material world. But in ways of decisions about the next stage, I feel like, again, just one thing at a time, keep it steady. What did you used to make in high school? Or like you created something in school? And it's like a person realizes, oh, okay, I can use, say it's like, well, everyone else kind of does it this way, they take this kind of thing and they do it like this, but a person's like, nah, I'm gonna use this for a completely different thing, so it doesn't even no longer ring of the pain associated with whatever it was. Magician, no, it's like something, I feel like we're kind of digging into the past here, but I almost feel like some of you, there was a time, I don't know when this was, but when a person felt like bound. Do you know what I mean? It was some kind of spiritual testing, and they moved themselves through that by seeking different means of understanding. And again, I see elevated. Sometimes we need a second pass on something. Material world is solid, okay? Work, money, that's super solid. Emotionally, very good. Spiritually, we have Justice and the Emperor. There's you and there's Libra Aries, so we have this mirror energy that's really beautiful. So maybe it's on certain moons is only when some things get a little bit wobbly. There's a 3-year goal also. That's a really big deal. If you chip at it, you have to believe it. People have to believe it. Or they should, because it's true. Yeah, I feel like whatever ropes were like binding someone, now they're free of them. It's like because they said earlier that someone was a good knot maker, like a knot tire, but someone also untied that knot, whoever would ever tried to create that. Right, so remember, it's not empty, it's just open. That's the end of the story. You got a long reading. I didn't pay attention to the time. Alright, please take care of yourselves. Happy New Year. And, cool reading. Hope that was of service some way, somehow. And thanks for being a part of this place. And, oh, your dream too, there was something about, I saw particularly like a plant, or like a, yeah, there were plants, lights, there were animals, and there was a lot of people around, okay? And that there was a home too, you were in a home. I mean, how awesome is that, right? To have the blessing of having a home, right? Right now it's cold and it's raining. Very grateful to be here now, you know what I mean? Have what I have. Okay. Have a beautiful January and Happy New Year, or whenever you find this, and I'll talk to you next time.